So follow me as I take you through my European trip. Gave Tiger some kisses before I had to leave. Hopped in an Uber and headed on over to LAX, where we caught a flight to London Heathrow. Good thing for me, I get to travel with my wonderful friend Randy. Always makes it more fun. Finally, we landed 10 hours later. Coffee. Then we went out to go catch a cab. The cabs in England are so flippin' cute. I can't get over them. I mean, there is also when we met up with our, I was about to say third wheel, Teresa. So the three of us headed on over to the hotel. We actually had some time to kill before the guys even got in. So the girls were like, oh my god, let's take the tube. It's so much fun. So we took this thing to the mall. We're in London, my god. And of all places, we went to the mall. On top of that, it was raining hard as shit. So we kind of, at that point, realized that it was kind of a bust and pretty much just headed back over to the hotel to meet up with the guys. That next day, we hopped in this thing and headed on over to download. It was about 3 hours away. It was really early. There's everybody on the bus. Oh, hey, Dill. How's that coffee? The drive over was actually really pretty, and as retarded as it sounds, like just so much green and a ton of life. Over in America, everything's all dried up and shriveled. So it was actually very refreshing to see a bunch of life. Not that I'm opposed to dead things, but meanwhile I'm sapping on my coffee. We get to the festival and again it's raining. But everything was super fun anyway. It was really muddy and shit. But yeah, again, we just kind of did our thing. Went and looked at all the rides and vendors, la la la. Matt had a shit ton of coffee. All spazzed out, drinking 90 coffees. Hey, I could relate. I mean, who doesn't drink 4,000 coffees in a day? I mean, am I right? Bzz. On to other things. Dylan gets dropped off by the stage in this thing. It was completely thrashed and muddy out, and he had what looked like the whitest shoes I had ever seen on, so it was pretty hilarious that he had to get a ride to protect his fancy-ass shoes. Up the guys went, us strolling along, backstage, blah, blah, blah. Oh, just the cutest ever. Or that's the cutest ever. And there's the guys performing, doing a splendid job. So basically, right after the guys got done, we couldn't even stay at the festival to really watch anybody else, which kind of blew. But yeah, we had to hop into the van pretty much immediately and head that 3 hours back to the hotel. And the reason for that was because, bam, here we are at 5 in the morning at the airport. We had to catch a flight to Vienna. It was probably about 7 o'clock at this time, pretty much corpse-like. But yay, overall we made it. It was still early. Blech. There's my shoes. I was waiting to get my bag. Jarrell's kicking my shit around. I was super excited. This was my first time to Austria ever. And so yeah, again, I was pretty jazzed to be there, to say the least. Especially to be the good old typical tourist. Off to the right, Jarrell spilled his cart. He's like, hey babe, did you see me spill all my shit? So from the airport, the bus actually came and picked all of us up. Little home on wheels. But from there, we actually went straight to Nova Rock, which was another festival. Check out all those windmills, they're pretty cool. Matt and Jarrell being serial killers because there was a metal band playing violin, playing and screaming pretty flippin' loud, but it was actually kind of fun. So yeah, we just walked around and again just kind of checked everything out. Vendors such as rock food and donuts. Donuts. The lady working in that little hut was a biatch. Good thing the rides made up for it. Again, us just strolling around. La la la. Main stage, checking out some other bands. And there's the guys doing their thing again. Teresa and I being supportive love loafs and checking them out. Rawr. The guys are done and they're all excited, as you can see, because now they can party their pants off and or sing Beastie Boy songs loud enough for all to hear. So actually coming up here is pretty much my favorite part of the entire day. Basically, it was raining throughout the day and there was a storm a-brewing, and a mean one at that. All the vendors were like kind of taking cover with their booths. We went outside to go check shit out because who wouldn't, right? The wind was crazy. At this point, what you're seeing, that was like a 5 out of 10. And it was too much fun. Me and Jarrell were having a fucking heyday because in LA, it just doesn't rain pretty much ever. So we were like excited, like all giddy and stuff, running from door to door. Checking out how hard it was raining. Look at Sid, he's all excited too. It was actually pretty shocking. I mean, look at how wet the floor was, and the wind was so crazy. The lens on my camera is soaking wet, as you can see. This guy comes in, he's soaking wet. Everyone was just in shock because we couldn't really leave anywhere. Teresa, she's like, oh my god, we're gonna die. Daniel was like, holy shit. They were trying to open up the door pretty much, but the wind was so strong. It was crazy hard, and they were pushing and it was blowing like wind and rain in. It was bananas. Sup, girl? Had to wipe my lens off. So yeah, again, it was like a barrel of fun. Like, to me, it was like the highlight of my day. Don't give your camera to that guy. Alright, but really though, it wasn't like it was like a zombie apocalypse or something. We're talking about it raining outside, so it really wasn't that crazy. Except for the fact that, yeah, sure, we can imagine like it was a zombie apocalypse and we're all trapped inside and hiding from zombies. How fun, right? No, but it was really like a tornado though, so it was kind of bananas. At least there was an open bar in there. The whole thing basically lasted maybe an hour. Storm aftermath was basically just puddles, mud, water, blah blah blah. Some of the mud puddles were like crazy deep. They had to put a pallet in front of the bus because you obviously didn't want a big fully wet foot before entering. Crazy that that much water can accumulate in 30 minutes of rain. Anywho, boys and ghouls, this will conclude part 1 of my Euro trip. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. I will release part 2 next Tuesday. We'll have a few days off in Vienna. We're going to be in Budapest, where we went to the Labyrinth. So yeah, I will see you guys all next week, and have a frightfully good rest of your day. Bye.